Alright, so I ground down a lot of these welds that looked really ugly, and I didn't grind them all the way off, but you know, there's still a good amount of thickness there. I've got this piece in place. I just put some tack welds in there, and there's a lot of gap there, but I went ahead and welded a plate behind there so that there's something to weld to. So also behind here, so you can weld in through there. You know, I started off just doing spot welds here and there, and then because you know it was burning through this flux core welder, 18 gauge steel, especially with that older metal, it wants to burn through. So I didn't really get any good beads laid down, but you know, I did. There were a lot of uneven gaps and seams in there that I had to fill. So I at least got them all filled, tacked together. From here, I think I might grind some of this down. Okay, what I've done here is drilled a hole in this area where apparently it likes to rust out here. So that's where the water is collecting, and this way the water can drain out the bottom. I started off using one of these glass bits that's made for glass and porcelain. Cuts through there really nice and easy. And then I'm using up these old used up drill bits. So I just finished it off with one of these. And the way I'm doing it, I'm dipping this thing into my oil and getting it lubricated, and then just sitting on that thing at low speed, not very high speed at all. And these bits are old, so it's taken a long time, but so far I just want to get these used up and then invest in a new set of drill bits. But hopefully this takes care of my rust problem in these areas. Alright, I've got these welds ground down a little bit more. Got the hole in there. Put some metal prep on there, and I'm letting that get all foamy. Get all the crevices of rust down in there, get all that gone. And alright, so I'm just cleaning up this area with what's left of this wire wheel. Alright, I'm mixing up some Bondo glass, which is steel reinforced fiberglass resin, and I'm going to I've got the metal prep ground off here, so it's back down to clean bare metal. I'm just going to fill all these potential pinholes where the rust or the moisture could creep in, make it pretty. You never know how much hardener to use, but this is probably too much. I'm just going to go ahead and see what we got. Alright, so I got a kind of a nice brown mix here, and we'll see if that works. Looking good. I need to mix up a little bit more. Got the first layer of fiberglass laid down. It's looking pretty smooth. Covered up all my welds. You can't even see the welds anymore. So now I'm going to get started, grind all that metal prep off, and get started over here. Okay, I got the next layer of fiberglass resin laid down on this side. And I'm just going to let this dry up, And we'll get this thing ready to put into primer probably tomorrow. It's getting a little bit late today.